Good morning, it's August 27, 2024, and I just woke up. It's like 10:30. Well, I woke up at like 10, but I woke up because Derek was making breakfast. So all I've done today is get up and eat some breakfast, and it was delicious. And yeah, I guess I gotta get ready for the day. I think I fell asleep in my makeup last night. I was so tired after streaming. But I got myself some juice. And I don't think I will be doing very many vlog clips over the next few days because it's Derek's weekend. So we'll probably mostly pick up after that, but I will have some art. It's Tuesday, which means family night, which means snack night. So here's a little haul of what we grabbed. This is a giant pixie stick thing. This thing is so long. I dropped it. Oh well. We got this, which is so sweet. It's basically candy. So I'm not a fan. But I got chicken strips. Kitten is like, what you got? I got white chocolate raspberry truffle ice cream. This stuff is so good. We got some weird random chips. Because Derek was supposed to get me some chips that they don't have anymore. We got a score bar for Derek. We also got strawberry puffs. Let's see, the other two chips, we have no idea what flavor they are. Like this one specifically, it's got a picture of flowers. This one looks spicy and kind of scary. And I got myself a blue Gatorade. Oh yes, Derek also got a Propple kiwi strawberry, of course. So like, it says a tiny goldfish approaches, so you wait a couple seconds and you hit enter. But if it says a fat juicy goldfish approaches, you wait and it says hurry, and then you wait a couple seconds and hit enter. But most of the time you fail anyways. Damn! I told you Mom was good at this one. Oh, my super scoop ripped. Ooh, black bubble eye. Oh, I'm out of range of the fireworks now, though. Oh, no, wait, they're just over there. Yeah. They just, I just can only see them over there now. Yeah. Slipped off my scoop.
I can see you pull something out of your butt. but you don't pull nothing out. Just your hand. You guys just reach, scratch your butt, stick your hand out.
I think you would like the Bubble Bliss ones. They're cool. You leave a trail of
one isn't too bad, the stars. One, but you gotta move around or it's just kind of there. So it just
yeah, the sparkler.
But if you dance with it, it's kind of neat.
Oh, it's getting ready to start again. Mom always starts out with a dance.
I do.
I think they're supposed to be like Sailor Moon kind of characters, you know? The magical girl transformation with the power of love, save the world.
I had a couple that didn't go off.
The last one was the utmost degree of perfection.
So you must have got all of them.
Finally time to tackle this. There's so many more pieces of tape on this than I thought there was. Okay, so we've got ooh, that's not really tape, that's protective cover. So I managed to get them printed out. This is just a test. Got the official registration marks. Objectively, I knew how small these were when I was putting them on the page, but like they're so tiny. They would make really cute stickers for like a Dungeons and Dragons notebook or something. Well, it seems as though I'm going to be needing to troubleshoot some things. These aren't even supposed to be kiss cut, but it did make perfect kiss cut stickers. Well, obviously the stickers aren't perfect, but I mean, they come off fine. This paper, though, is definitely not what I was hoping for either. Just want to take a good look at this thing. It's brand new.
This dresser is going to get moved somewhere.
It's scanning the right things. It's scanning the right things. Oh. It is the end of my day. It's 1 a.m. so a little bit of a short stream today. I only streamed for 3 hours, but I got my stickers on and it was a lot of fun. It was a really chill, calm stream, which is sometimes really nice when there's not a ton of stuff going on and a ton of raids and whatnot. Don't get me wrong, I love my raids. I love everybody that comes and hangs out, but sometimes the chill streams are kind of just what the doctor ordered, you know, just relaxing. And now I'm very sleepy. Derek has already gone to sleep. I rated out to Raindrop Braces because she's very sweet and very cozy and comes by the stream quite often. And yeah, other than that, I'm really excited about the dragon that I'm working on. It is so cool. I love this dragon. I think it's going to be my favorite one so far. Odd combination, but it works. Oh, Saturn is falling asleep on his fish. This is the cat's little fish, and Saturn is passing out on it after being a terrible, terrible menace all night. Oh yeah, I will include the footage of the artwork at the end of this vlog. I think I'm just gonna do it that way so that it's not weird and broken up unless I have multiple artworks. But because this is taking 2 days, it will be all one artwork, even though separate days, so there'll be no reason to break it up. Oh my gosh, guys, it has been so long since I started making this video, so this is now old news art, but I still absolutely love it, so I'm sharing it. I'm going really quickly through the sketching process and stuff because it's not like as interesting as the painting, I don't think. And I didn't keep any of the real-time commentary this time just because it was taking me absolutely forever to get through this. But that being said, I have so much more videos that I need to put together and get out there. And I think what I'm going to do going forward is not try and like do specific days, but just mash together however much content seems like it's an appropriate amount. I've seen a lot of people do it that way before with art vlogs, and I honestly just kind of fall behind quite a bit and then catch up and have a bunch of stuff and then fall behind and whatever. We're not going to worry about it too much. My YouTube channel isn't something that I plan on doing super strict anyways. Yes, I would love to have a schedule and put things out on a specific day, but that's never really worked out for me. I think that's one of the reasons why Twitch has been great, because I just have days that I do art and I produce a lot of art, but it's not just me sitting here trying to hype myself up to make a video. Even though I love making videos, it's just not quite the same. But anyways, I don't think I have a lot more to update life-wise. Like I said, I'm going to have more video content, more vlog content coming out with artwork in it. I absolutely love the next dragon, by the way. This one I super love, but then the next one I love even more. It's my favorite to date. But yeah, without much to talk about life and what's going on other than saying, holy cow, this one is kind of old. I'm going to stop saying like dates and stuff in it. I guess I'll talk a little bit about the art. It's the same process that I went through with the previous one. I just go in with markers first, and I can't really erase on this paper, so I just have to go in with pencil and trust my lines, maybe try and go in a little bit small at first so that if I have to do anything, it's expand instead of contract, because again, I can't erase. So I can paint over stuff, but I can't get rid of marks that I've already put down unless I go over them with paint. And unfortunately, I wish I had made this guy a little higher on the page because I wanted his tail to have longer fur, but that's okay. That's okay. Did I even talk about what the prompt was? So this is Smogust, and it's, like I said, old, so it's not August anymore. But it's KM Roll for Dragon. So I had dice, and Caitlin McKeag made this prompt list, and I rolled to see what kind of prompts I would get, and I got a Asian lung style dragon. And then the things that I had to combine that with were Shiba Inu and blood. So the blood aspect isn't here yet, but it's really cool. I absolutely love that I would never come up with this kind of design on my own. I might come up with like an animalistic dragon, but I would never come up with this dragon. And because blood is kind of like a dark, kind of creepy feeling prompt, I went with a dark color pattern to a Shiba Inu. And I know that Shiba Inus are, you know, most people that think of a Shiba Inu, they think of the really light tan and white colored Shibas. But I know that Shibas come in black and brown as well. And they're super cute and honestly a really cool pattern. It could work for so many things too. Like you could think like this is a Rottweiler dragon or something, but it's a Shiba. I also always take these prompts as guidelines, not like really strict. So I did keep the Shiba Inu coloring pattern and kind of like the dog-like face, but sometimes all I do is take like a color or an idea from a prompt, and I try really hard to make all of these still look like dragons. I'm sure I said a bunch of this in the previous one, but it's been so long that I don't remember what all I talked about. But at any rate, I'm hoping to take these dragons and actually incorporate them into my world that I'm creating. I have my own fantasy world called Seraph, and I'm working on my own set of rules so that it's not only a campaign setting with creatures and races and whatnot, but it's actually its own game with its own rules, because I I don't do 5th ed and I don't do Pathfinder 2nd ed. I play D&D 3.5 and Pathfinder 1st edition, like either one of those. And those like don't really appeal to the general audience anymore. I know they would appeal to a lot of people, but not everyone, because obviously they're not the latest. So instead, I'm of making them compatible with 5th ed, which I don't play, or which with the other ones, I'm just making my own, and I'm making it in a way that like I can incorporate all of those cool rules that I really wish were there. So there's a lot. It's going to be very similar to 3rd ed. There's going to be lots of opportunity for a lot of variation in your characters and all of that kind of stuff. Anyways, I'm getting a little bit too far into that. I'm going to talk about the art a little bit more. The stuff I just did is like my favorite thing that I did, which is I have the dark coat pattern, and then I took really, really watered down gouache, and I just kind of smoothed it on there, and it made this really, really cool gradient effect to really make like the muscles and stuff pop. And then here I'm finally adding the blood aspect. So this was my thought from the very beginning, is that it's going to have all this shaggy fur, and it's going to be like this bloody shaggy fur. And to make it really look like fur, what I did was, instead of having lines go straight down, I would have some lines going straight down, but I would have a lot of them like a little bit squiggly. And that's how it made it look like wet fur instead of like it was just dripping blood. It also has a little bit of like an intestine kind of look, but I mean, that's really what we're going for here anyways. We're going for like dark, creepy. I feel like this vlog coming out in October works really well, because this is the creepiest dragon I have ever painted, I think ever. And I have made like Dracoliches and stuff, but they just look skeleton. They don't look super like creepy. They just look like skeleton dragons, you know? But this guy looks creepy. And I really wanted to keep it a goodly kind of dragon, because it's an Asian lung dragon, and I'm pretty certain Asian lung in our world is like pretty much always benevolent creatures. But the more I think about it, I'm like, okay, it's not actually an Asian lung dragon in my world. It just takes that style of body. So I'm going to make it an evil type of dragon, because I mean, look at it. And I have this plane on my world, one of the evil planes called Niven, and Niven is called the blood pools because the entire like world, the entire plane of existence is just like pools and oceans and lakes of blood with occasional strange sharp structures and stuff rising up out of the blood. It was very much inspired by that part of Full Metal Alchemist, and you know, if you know, you know, if you've watched Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood or read the books. And yeah, I just think that it would be really cool if these creatures maybe like swim through the pools of blood, but they can also like float and fly and have like magical powers and stuff. It's going to be really cool. They're going to be very powerful. And they're also going to be, in that respect, they're going to be fiends. So it's not technically even a dragon in my world. It's a type of fiend, but it's like a dragon-like fiend. We're getting towards the end of the painting here. I am trying desperately to fend off my cat as she tries to come over here and rub herself all over the microphone. Oh, here I am using that technique again where I have very watered down gouache, and I'm going in to make these kind of carp-like scales. Absolutely love the way it turns out because it goes on pretty light, but then it just like fades and I can build it up however much I want. Love that technique. This series has been really teaching me a lot about the gouache that I use. And by the way, the gouache that I do use is the Shinhan gouache. It's like the artist quality gouache that they have. Very, very nice stuff. Sometimes for the white, I'm using Holbein gouache. And I used to use Winsor & Newton gouache, but I like this stuff so much more. And also a note about the bloody fur. So you saw me going in with highlights there, and I initially went in with highlights where I just kind of lightened up the red, but it was so pink. So what I did to counteract that, here I am going in a little bit more and it gets a little pink, but what I did to counteract that was I mixed some yellow in with it instead. So I had an orangey red for highlights, and then I used white to make some really bright highlights. But I kept those really, really moderate. Don't want to overdo the highlights, even if it is supposed to be wet. If you hear rustling, it's me trying to stop the cat from rubbing all over my microphone. And for any of you familiar, that would be Evie. I'm sure some of you know the cat I'm talking about because she's in my live streams all the time on Twitch, and she's very, very needy. She's my big orange baby. Yeah, I think I'm coming to the end right here. I'm going in with some line work. I'm pretty sparse with line art unless I have to define stuff really well. Like I like to just go in and get the bottom edges of things or where things overlap, and then in other places I only use it where I really need it. And I think that's a wrap, guys. I hope you really enjoyed this vlog style artwork and all this new type of video I'm doing. And I'm hoping to put out a lot more in the future that are like this, just my life plus artwork. There will always be artwork in all of these, I promise. But yeah, thank you so much for stopping by. And here is the finished Blood Shiba Dragon. Or like Shiba Blood Dragon. I think that's what I've been calling it. The Shiba Blood Dragon. At any rate, thank you so much for stopping by.